You spend money on ads. You spend money on SEO. You spend money on a website that finally looks like the business you actually run. Then a real buyer raises their hand, calls, fills out a form, sends a message at 9 at night, and nothing happens. Or something happens, but not the thing that earns the sale. Real talk, your marketing did not fail. The handoff did. Most owners hear, we need more leads, and reach for more marketing, more ads, more posts, more agencies. Almost none of them stop and ask the harder question, what is happening to the leads we already paid for? Marketing brings attention. Customer service determines trust. Most businesses optimize the first and ignore the second. And the second is where the revenue actually lives. This is not a marketing problem you can solve with more marketing. It is a leadership problem dressed up as a marketing problem. 3 things in this video: the funnel your customers actually experience, the 4 leaks every owner-led service business has and never sees, and the question to put on your desk on Monday. I'm Nikole, and I run an agency that installs the marketing system growing companies need when the business is evolving. I see this leak every week, and the owners losing the most money are usually the ones spending the most on ads. If you run a service business doing 1 to 10 million in revenue, salon, med spa, HVAC, dental, roofing, plumbing, landscaping, commercial cleaning, this video is for you. You already have ads, you already have a website, you already have referrals. The problem is not at the top of your funnel. Here is the funnel you were taught: awareness, interest, decision, action. Here is the funnel your customer actually walks through: awareness, intent, response moment, experience, conversion or loss. Notice the one in the middle, the response moment. That is the second your buyer stops being a marketing metric and becomes a human being on the other end of a phone, a form, or a chat. Marketing reports almost never show you what happens there. Revenue tells the story first, usually after the quarter is already over. If you only track the top of the funnel, you are paying to fill a bucket and never checking the hole in the bottom. There are 4 leaks. None of them are new. All of them are quietly killing owner-led businesses right now. 1. Missed calls are not neutral. A missed call is not a pause. It is a decision point. Most callers do not wait for a call back. They call the next business on the list, and the frustrating part, you, the owner, almost never find out. The lead just never shows up in the report. 2, answered does not mean helped. Phones picked up while someone is multitasking, rushed conversations, inconsistent answers depending on who happens to grab the line. The customer feels like an interruption instead of a priority. Nobody on your team is doing this on purpose. It is what happens when service is bolted onto a job description instead of designed as a role. 3, after hours is prime intent. Evenings, weekends, after work, that is when people who are closest to a decision actually reach out. Silence at 9 p.m. does not read as they are busy. It reads as they are not available. And your buyer moves on to someone who is. 4, speed is part of trust. Customers read response time as competence. Fast response signals professionalism. Slow responses signals uncertainty. They are not measuring your skill yet. They are measuring whether you can be counted on to show up. 4 leaks. Most owners have all 4. Most owners cannot tell you the size of any of them. Here's the part the marketing hat will not let you see. Every one of those leaks is a leadership decision in disguise. Who answers the phone, what they are allowed to say, how fast they are expected to respond, what happens at 5:01, whether the person closest to the customer has the authority to actually help them. You did not write that down, but your team is operating on it every day. Whatever you tolerated last quarter is the standard this quarter. Reliability beats effort. Systems beat hustle. More marketing does not fix a broken response system. More leads do not help if customers cannot reach you. The fix is not in the marketing budget. It is in the org chart, the schedule, and the standard. If a buyer reached out to my business right now, at this exact hour, on this exact day, what would actually happen, and would I be proud of it? Ask yourself that. This week, do this. No fixing yet. Just notice what is true. Rate each one from 1 to 10. Calls are answered consistently. Missed calls are followed up quickly. Customers get clear, consistent answers. After hours inquiries get a professional response. 40 possible points. If you scored under 30, there is revenue slipping through the cracks of a business you have already paid to fill. 3 quick takeaways. 1, marketing brings attention. Customer service determines trust, and trust is what actually drives revenue. 2, the response moment is the most expensive moment in your business and the least measured. Fix that before you spend another dollar on top of funnel. 3, customer service is a leadership decision. The standard your team is operating on right now is whatever you tolerated last quarter. Write the new one down. If you know an owner who is spending real money on marketing and quietly wondering why the phone is not turning into revenue, share this video with them. It is the conversation most agencies will not have with them. I'm Nikole Haumont with Shield Bar Marketing. We show up, we keep our word, we get it done.